Hey, it's Chris here. I don't normally film a lot of projects I do around the house just because I figured that a lot of people don't want to watch it, or the harsh criticism you get from a lot of people how I do stuff. This one's a little different. All criticism aside, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm actually gonna be building a dog tie-out cable. Something simple and easy. I know you can buy these at the store. Problem is a lot of those are very flimsy and cheap. We're going to build a heavy-duty one that's going to be able to handle a 110-pound German Shepherd from yanking, if he does yank, and anything else. So if you are interested in watching it, stick around and stay tuned. So laying here is pretty much everything I'm going to use. We have a couple snaps here. These are pretty heavy. I think they're rated, let me look here. They're rated for 380 pounds each. So we won't have to worry about that. I always go with the heaviest duty, just if I ever can find them. These were pretty hard to find. I think I found them at Tractor Supply. These are some class C clasp here. These you can find any hardware store. Now I have cable here. This is 3/16 cable. There's 30 foot of it here as well. Now to bind the cable and everything, I'm going to use these ferrules, and they're basically a crimp. This is a crimping tool right here. If you don't have a crimping tool, these are not, I mean, they're not that awful expensive, but if you are going to be making these, it'd be something that you'd be better off to invest in, because if you don't have something like this, they have clamps that I don't think I have any here. No, I don't have any here right now, but they are like, look like muffler clamps, and they will rub on, like if you're going to use them for a pet or something like that, you know how I am. But these will not rub. These are basically look like, of course, they look like bolt cutters. And you can see on here, there's 4 different holes. Let's see if I can hold it up there. Of course, the lighting's not the greatest how I have everything. But there's holes there, and each different size. Now, also have a wrench for there, or for the clamps to tighten them up. This little pry bar here is just to hold the clamps. I have a knife to cut we have to cut the line. And it's also these thimbles. They call them a thimble. What they basically do is you run the line up in here, keeps it from fraying. So now that we have all that, then we can start getting everything set up. So I'll get this package opened here. We get one of these thimble, they call them thimbles. I don't know. I don't really have a name for them. So we'll get one of these out and we'll measure everything up. Because what'll end up happening is we're going to have to strip the wire back on here. Now, what I'll do is, I'll just do it this side. We'll pull some out. What I normally do is I take the line here and I'll fold it down across. And you'll see the eyelet. It looks like something like an off-road vehicle or something. You want to make sure you give yourself enough room off the bottom of that. Something, you know, something like that would be perfect. Let's see if I have that on there. You can see it here. Just something like that would be all right. And then we'll mark probably about like right in here. I'll take my knife and I'll just score it, because we have to take the casing off it. Now that's going to be a pain. Sometimes these are a pain to take the casing off, but I'll take and strip that down. See if I can get it. Sometimes this is a pain in the butt. And I didn't want to unravel everything because it would just be a big mess when I'm trying to do everything. So we'll get everything unraveled. And then we'll have to peel the plastic here, this plastic coating. So I think we're pretty close to it. We'll just take our knife. Get underneath there. I want to be careful I'm not cutting myself. Here. Then we'll just take and peel it. I might just go this way. Here we go. I also want to make sure I'm not cutting into any of the strands as well. Right. And then just like that, right off there. So next step, we need to get one of our ferrules out. Now you do have a straight end here. This is your ferrule. As you can tell, see if I can get a good look on it. Get the light over here a little bit better. So the ferrule is right here. One line goes at one side. It just runs the whole way down through here. And then the other side will loop around and come back down like this. Something like this. And then that'll be crimped in 2 spots, 1 to 2 spots. Now, if I was using this as a end of a, say, almost like a railing or something, a lot of people are using this cable for railing. This is just a stop. And it just gets crimped one time, right on the end there. And then you don't have to worry about it. We're not using the stops. We don't need the stops. So we don't have to worry about that. But the first thing we do need to do is get the ferrule on here. Now this is kind of a pain in the butt at times because of how the ends of these fray. I mean, it's the same as what a regular, I don't want to say it, almost like a regular rope, nylon rope or something. The only problem is with a nylon rope, you can burn it, to hold it in place. You can cut a little bit. This is kind of a big pain in the butt to do. Something like that. There we go. So, there we go. Something like that. It is a little bit frayed. We'll have to fix that. But we'll fold it down there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it right back across here. I'm hoping the camera's picking this all up, how everything is. We'll loop it across there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to yet because of how the ends are. I'm going to have to figure out a way to cut that. I'll have to get might have to get something and bring you guys back here to cut that. So here comes the fun part. I've actually off camera trimmed that up. I actually wrapped electrical tape on the end just to hold it in place without cutting myself. I'm actually going to take the electrical tape off here. And you're basically just going to make a loop with the end here and push it right through. And there's your loop. Now, it is a little bit longer, and that's fine. A little bit more on the end is going to be easier to work with. You can always come back and trim it up. But basically, you have your ferrule here sliding around. But what I like to do is I like to try to put my ferrule as close as I can to the plastic. Something exactly like that, where it's nice and tight in there. And then we can clamp it. Now what I'm going to do in the meantime to hold that until we wrestle that clamp is I'm going to wrap a little bit of electrical tape over this. And what I'll do is just keep that in place until I can trim it. You want it nice and snug up in here, as so it's not going to fall out or anything. Now, take the clamp, or these bolt cutter looking things. Mind you, if you didn't have that bolt cutter, this whole ferrule idea, just skip it. You can just wrap it around and just put 2 clamps on here. And what I would suggest is wrapping tape over it just to keep it from rubbing if you are using it as a dog tie out or something like that. You don't want your pet hurt. That's the last thing anybody wants for their feline or I mean their canine friend. So just basically, you can see you don't want to go widthwise here. We go lengthwise. We'll go to the top one, which is 3/16. Now, mind you, this is going to be pretty hefty to clamp, but we're just going to squeeze it. It's heavy. Holy. All right. Here, I'll show you. You can see where she squished straight down onto there. Here, I'll hold it down a little bit. Now, 1 could suffice. I do 2. 2's better than 1, and 1's better than none. Now, whenever I would do it without using the clamping routine, and I'd use the ferrule routine, I used the clamping method. What I normally did was 2 clamps. So, just something to food for thought. So, here's what we got. We have a loop. Now, I can go back and trim that. I'll probably trim it somewhere like right in here, and then I'll coat it with something to make sure it just doesn't, come up and have any jaggers or points like that. So, we just put this right on there. Pretty simple. Now, this is why this is right there. Is because we are going to use the wrench here and just tighten it right up. So, actually, no, I am wrong. Gotta love being wrong for once, right? Actually, no, that's happened. We missed a step, and I know people are in the comments or watching us saying, hey, you missed a step. And yes, I did. So, before you go any farther, you gotta put the clamp on there, or the snap. So, get that on there. And then we can tighten it down. You don't have to be, well, you want to get it nice and snug. You don't have to be like 600 foot-pound, but that's basically one side right there. And the reason why I do it like that instead of putting the snap inside here is if this snap ever breaks, all I have to do is undo this and put another one on. It's one of those things that I use it as much as possible so I don't have to mess with the cable. So I'm going to do the other side. I'll bring you guys back and show you the other side whenever it's done. There you have it. It's totally done. I left the one side a little longer. I just taped it up with some electrical tape. I could put that off to the side where the dog's not at. And then this side short, it's taped up too. So roughly probably going to be a 28, 27 foot cord, but that's fine. But pretty simple. This is just one of those menial tasks that I do around the house that I just don't film. Thought I would take everybody along for the ride. and see if this is interesting. If this is interesting, I might start filming more tasks around the house to, you know, give content out. I don't want to put out content that's boring. I don't want to put content out that's gonna be a waste of your time. You know, this channel is for education as much as entertainment. So if you are entertained, informed, whatever, about either this video or the 100 and some videos that I have out there, you know, share the channel out, share the video out. Let's grow this together. This is a channel that I made to help other people out and entertain. So, with that being said, I'm going to get this back out for the dog so he can use it. So, we'll catch everybody later. Stay safe out there. Have a great summer, and God bless.